Bienvenidos a Joan Mon Games. Hoy os traigo la edición del 20 aniversario de Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Fathers. Empezamos.
I bet. Just a minute. It lives, I see. Do you want to speak with Lolita? I'm sorry, but Gabriel's allowed. Oh, I mean, he's out. You know, you could do better. I know I don't know you, but you could do better. Bye-bye. Good morning. You look like hell. Did you have another nightmare last night?
Yes, because having nightmares is what I do, apparently. 7th damn night in a row.
I told you, it's that voodoo book you're researching. That stuff can seriously screw with your karma.
Unfortunately, I don't think my readers would go for a horror novel about fluffy bunny rabbits. So voodoo it is.
You mean your reader? She lives in Wisconsin, doesn't she?
Bite me.
Hey, what goes on in your bed stays in your bed as far as I'm concerned. I have messages for you when you want them.
Mind if I borrow the magnifying glass?
No, Sherlock. Just bring it back when we get the next estate shipment.
I'm going to take the tweezers for a bit.
Good. You're beginning to look a bit scruffy.
Times dated June 18th, 1993. The Aquarius horoscope says, potential storms ahead. Proceed with caution and do not get involved with anything new at this time.
Right. Hey, that's interesting. Snakes can sense their prey by vibration.
Did you know that medieval legends about dragons and giant worms are actually based on snakes? You know, dragons, devils, sea monsters. They've always been associated with snakes.
Grace, get alive.
Gabriel leafs through a German-English dictionary.
Besessen means possessed. That's handy to know.
Gabriel leafs through a German-English dictionary.
Spiel means game. Interesting.
Gabriel leafs through a German-English dictionary.
Dry means 3.
Gabriel leafs through a German-English dictionary.
Spiel means game. Interesting.
Gabriel leafs through a German-English dictionary.
Besessen means possessed. That's handy to know. Drei Drachen kriegen in meinen Schlaf, die Seele wollen sie lebendig zum Fraß. Feurigen Atems, gespaltener Zunge, genießen sie jedes Mal.
That's nice. Kinda creepy, though. Who's the author?
Heinz Ritter. I'm not sure what it says, but I get the feeling this guy was one sick puppy. Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Did you find any good voodoo resources for me?
The best in the city are supposedly the Dixieland Drugstore and the Historical Museum of Voodoo. Both are right here in the French Quarter.
How would I ever manage without you?
You? Give me a break. The devil himself couldn't change you.
Well, if the devil had great legs, perhaps. Like yours.
And a riveting personality, I'm sure. If you need any more research done, just ask. It's not as though we're swamped with customers.
Do you have messages for me?
Your friend Detective Mosley called. Talkative, isn't he?
Especially with you. What did he want?
He told me to tell you that his mother's maiden name is Humphrey, and that he left some photos for you at the station. at the front desk.
It's about time.
Let me guess. This has to do with the Voodoo murders, right? Some kind of inside police information? Did you tell him you'd put him in your new book?
Maybe. A writer has a certain obligation to his readers, you know.
Gabriel, you know you'll never put him in your book. Your main character's a female orthodontist. You're gonna be reincarnated as a pit bull if you keep screwing with your karma.
As long as it's a male pit bull with a really big...
That's enough. Thanks.
Do you have messages for me?
You got a call from someone named Wolfgang Ritter. He was calling from Germany. He told me it was urgent. Maybe you should give him a call.
Call Germany? Like hell. If it's really important, he'll call back.
Well, fine. Let's just hope he's not with the German lottery for pitiful American authors.
Do you have messages for me?
Your grandmother called.
I keep meaning to get over there. What did she say? Did she sound good?
She sounded great. We had a nice little chat about you.
Grace?
Don't worry, I didn't go into detail about your cardinal sins. Not that anything about you could surprise her. She adores you anyway.
She's my girl.
And she sent over that box on the table for you.
I'm going out.
Don't hurry back on my account.
I knew you'd miss me, so I came back.
Really? I forgot you were gone.
I can go through the rest of that stuff some other time.
Images haunt the pages of Philip Knight's sketchbook, the way they must have haunted his mind. The images touch a deep chord in Gabriel. So familiar are they that he finds it hard to believe they aren't from his own subconscious.
See you later.
See ya.
Got a second, officer?
What can I do you for?
I was supposed to pick up some photos from Detective Mosley at the front desk.
Is that right? And who are you?
My name is Knight. Gabriel Knight.
Yeah, I got something for you, all right. Soon as you're done talking, I'll give it to you.
I'm here to see Detective Mosley.
He's out at a crime scene. Sorry.
Where's the crime scene? Is it related to the Voodoo murders?
Crime scene information is police confidential. We don't need any more looky-loos than are probably already there. Here's that envelope for you, Gabriel Knight.
Thanks.
Gabriel opens the manila envelope and finds 2 photographs. The photograph of Mosley was apparently taken upon his graduation from the police academy. He had hair then. One of the photos from Mosley is an official Voodoo Murders crime scene shot, a graphic close-up of a victim.
Officer, can I ask you some questions?
Desk sergeant's right over there.
Can I bother you again, officer?
What is it this time?
Does this mean anything to you?
Hey, where'd you get that?
Nowhere.
Well, you shouldn't have that. Put it away before I decide to keep it.
Yes, sir.
No one goes back there until I say so, mister.
Oh, sorry.
It's not going to look any better somewhere else. Gabriel can't do that from the front lobby.
That window leads to Mosley's office.
If Gabriel wants to talk to Mosley, he can go in through the front door.
Hello, beautiful. It's me.
The excitement of seeing you is killing me.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
See you later.
See ya.
Good day, officer.
Yeah, you too. Keep moving.
Mind if I use your radio?
What are you, nuts? Forget it.
Touchy.
You white-faced geek! You want to eat my fist?
He's not my type.
Since Gabriel can't read lips, he's disinclined to start a conversation. It's one of those mimes. Oh boy.
Well, I never! Leave me alone, you man!
Silence, Gabe. It's one of those mimes. Oh boy.
Well, I never! Leave me alone, you man!
I would if I had enough time to do it properly.
It's one of...
Well, I never! Leave me alone, you man!
Could I ask you a few questions?
Not now, buddy. I'm busy.
I should have noticed that. Thanks. Yeah, right.
The homicide team, please attending.
Mind if I use your radio?
What are you, nuts? Forget it.
Touchy.
Well, I never! Leave me alone, you man!
You white-faced geek, you want to eat my fist?
Could I ask you a few questions?
Not now, buddy. I'm busy.
I should have noticed that. Thanks. Yeah, right.
We're gonna need an ambulance.
Mind if...
What are you, nuts? Forget it.
Touchy.
It's one of those...
You white-faced geek! You want to eat my fist?
He's not my type.
It's one of those mimes. Oh boy. Since Gabriel can't read lips, he's disinclined to stop.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Not now, buddy. I'm busy.
I should have noticed that. Thanks. Yeah, right.
Coroner
Hey,
requested
cut that out.
assistance.
I told you to stop that. All right, mister, you want some of this? Why, you little...
The homicide team, please.
Gabriel
attending.
picks up the headset and listens.
Ambulance 91, have you located the crime scene? They've radioed for you 3 times.
Damn. Did you say it was north of the Lake Retreat Country Club?
South, Lakeside Drive, north of the Piedmont Pier, south of the Country Club.
Man, I don't know if it's the clouds out here today or what. Good thing this guy's already dead.
Everyone's having trouble. Must have been hallucinogens in the coffee this morning.
It's just so misty out here or something. Hey, I see a squad car. I got him, Molly.
You white-faced geek! You want to eat my fist?
191.
Interesting.
Hey, you, get away from that bike.
Sorry. Hey, Mosley.
Huh? Knight, you wiener, I told you not to call me that.
Feeling jumpy?
Who, me? Don't be stupid. How'd you find me?
Oh, I was just driving by.
Uh-huh. Well, I guess I can let you see it. For the book. But don't tell anyone, huh? Definitely another voodoo murder. Same MO and no freaking clues. We're still waiting on an ID for the body.
Oh, that's disgusting. Isn't this a rather public area for this kind of thing?
Yeah, they're freaking ghosts, these guys. Lakeshore Drive isn't exactly the 10 expressway, but it is open to the public. No reports of nothing. Now, who the hell is that? Good day, Miss Getty.
What's going on, officer?
Detective Mosley, ma'am. We got a little problem here, but nothing for you to be concerned about.
I see. Thank you, detective. And good day, gentlemen.
I'm in love.
Forget it. That's Molly at Getty. She's about as far out of your reach as the moon. Probably on her way to meet some guy with a yacht right now.
Near here?
The lake's a popular place for country clubs.
If she's out here a lot, maybe she saw something or heard something.
Nah, nobody ever sees or hears nothing. I told you. Besides, you just don't go around bothering people like her.
We've about wrapped it up, sir.
Well, let's get the meat wagon moving then. Stick around and take notes for the book if you want. Watch out for the muck and the water moccasins, though. If you want to talk, I'll be at the station tomorrow.
Thanks.
There's a pattern to the lines in the sand, but only one small area is clearly defined.
Let me try to copy this down. No, I've got no way to take that with me, and I don't want to. Oh, that's a lot of blood. Looks like there was something here. I should take a closer look. I can't even see what I'm trying to pick up. I need a better look.
It looks like a scale of some sort. Gabriel carefully uses the tweezers to take the small, iridescent scale.
I think it's a snake scale, but it beats the hell out of me what kind.
There's nothing worth magnifying in that particular location. Lakeshore Drive runs around the entire lake. This is a particularly lonely stretch, but it's still a public road.
Hey, Grace, here I am.
Oh boy, party time.
That doesn't work that way.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Could you do some research for me?
Sure, what?
Could you see what you can find out about a woman named Malia Getty?
The name Getty sounds familiar. What's your interest in her?
Oh, just, stuff about the voodoo murders. If you can get an address.
The murders, right. I'll see what I can find out. Well, it's about closing time.
So it is. Good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gabriel. And try not to dream, okay? Good morning. Don't you look swell today? Actually, swollen. So have some. There's a fresh pot on the table. Seriously, you look like hell. Your hair is sticking straight up like a... Oh, it always does that. Never mind.
Ha ha.
Did you dream about the fire and the hanged guy and that lion thing last night?
Leopard, not lion. Did you get anything on Malia Getty?
Well, I did get her address, but you're a little out of your league here, big fella. The Gettys own 3 local hospitals, just to name a few of their assets. They run in very high circles.
Did you get an address?
I got the address. I suppose this has nothing to do with the fact that Malia Getty is incredibly gorgeous. I should have known you wouldn't go for a rich, ugly socialite.
And that address is?
Hey, far be it from me to postpone your total humiliation. It's 557 West Ingram. That's the Garden District. Estate City.
That's all I wanted to know. And yes, my dear, Malia Getty is the most dangerous-looking diversion I have ever seen. Ouch.
Ugh, men.
Times dated June 19th, 1993. A front-page article describes the most recent of the voodoo murders. Gabriel scans it but learns nothing new. The article reiterates that the voodoo aspect of the crime is faked. Gabriel shivers. It looked real enough to him. Elsewhere, there's an article about the history of Jackson Square. Called the Plaza d'Armes under French rule, it was used for executions, firing squads, hangings, even impalements and breaking on the wheel. Yikes! Of course, these days, it's mostly a hangout for tourists, street musicians, and local artists. Gabriel also scans the Aquarius horoscope for the day. Chances of a dark star rising on this day. Do not trust your instincts.
I feel a dark star rising, all right. Rawr. I can go through the rest of that stuff some other time. Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
I'm out of here. Try not to sell out the store while I'm gone.
Uh-huh.
I knew you'd miss me, so I came back.
Really?
Grace's coat is a simple but classic trench coat. Gabriel hates people with good taste.
Leave my coat alone, Gabriel.
Gabriel wouldn't dare touch Grace's oil paints.
I might need a flashlight.
A little cold bubbly and brie cheese is about all Gabriel's fridge ever has in it.
Gabriel, shut that refrigerator, please. Oh, I can smell it from here.
Women. If I threw those pages away, they weren't worth reading. It's no use. I can't sleep. I might be able to use this black shirt.
The dresser holds a meager supply of underwear and 38 pairs of mismatched socks.
I don't need to, thanks. I'll take this hair gel. You never know when you'll need a touch-up. Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
I'll be back later.
Have fun.
Hello?
Huh?
Bonjour, Monsieur Walker.
Bienvenue, Madame Casano. Comment ça va? How you be feeling today?
Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Walker. I'm certain someone's buried a sleep knot bag somewhere near my steps. I haven't slept a wink, not in weeks.
Now, don't that beat all? Gonna need some easy night candles then, huh?
Do you think that would help? I do hope you're right. I said 3 rosaries this morning for Our Lady's intervention.
Rosary good, sure enough, but you burn them candles too, boy, you gonna whip any no-sleep gree-gree, I tell you for sure.
Very well, Mr. Walker. Put them on my account and send them around to my house. Oh, and there's another thing. I didn't catch her at it, but I know Mrs. Lefebvre put stomachache powder in my tea at the last meeting of the Creole Grand Dame. I've been in misery.
Now, you put 9 pinheads up in the little box. Add a pinch of graveyard dust, put it up under her front post step. That'll turn the trick back on Miss Lefebvre, and she be the one with the bellyache. I got the pins of dust right here if you want them.
If the Blessed Virgin will grant me her protection, I'll be safe from these practitioners of evil.
Oui, madame, though, Don't hurt to be proactive neither, now does it?
Naturellement, monsieur. Merci beaucoup.
Mais non, madame. It's nothing. Au revoir.
Au revoir, Monsieur Walker.
Hi there. Is this your store?
This the Dixieland drugstore. And I own it. Me. Name's Walker. Willie Walker.
What do you know about the Voodoo murders? What did you say?
Nothing. Them killings have nothing to do with my shop, monsieur.
That customer of yours, the little old lady.
Customer?
The woman I saw in here, Madame Casino, you called her.
I don't talk about my customers to men who come in off the street.
What did you mean when you said Cabri-Saint-Cor?
I didn't say that.
You did. I heard you say it.
You heard wrong, monsieur. I said no such thing.
Do you recognize this pattern?
Don't look familiar at all, monsieur.
Would you mind taking a look at this photograph?
Cabri-Saint-Cor.
Cabri-Saint-Cor? What does that mean?
Nothing, man. I didn't say nothing like that. You heard me wrong, man.
Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Ask what you want. I answer what I want.
To get the mask, Gabriel would have to buy it.
Welcome, my friend. Hello. I am the proprietor, Dr. John. If you have any questions, I will be happy to assist.
Great. My name is Knight, and I'll probably take you up on that. Could you look at this and tell me if you recognize anything about the ritual?
This is truly offensive. This is from one of those recent killings, is it not?
Well, actually...
But the police already know that this so-called voodoo ritual is fake. Voodoo is a respectable religion. This kind of thing has nothing to do with voodoo in the city.
Fine, let's say that's true. Are you sure there's nothing about the items in this photo?
There is nothing about this sickness that I would identify as voodoo. Nothing.
Thanks for looking, then. Do these marks look familiar?
They look like the scribbling of a child to me.
Okay, thanks. Could I ask you a few questions?
That is why I am here.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
historical voodoo, or the voodoo currently practiced in the city.
Tell me about historical voodoo.
Very well. I will start at the beginning, Mr. Knight, and will go on from there at your prompting.
Sounds good.
As you may know, voodoo is a grassroots religion, formed by the mixing together of many different African tribal religions and Anglo religions, such as Catholicism or Protestantism. In other words, it is a religion born of the African slave trade, but African slaves were imported not only by the United States, but also into the West Indies, where the French and Spanish ran plantation islands. Prior to 1803, the New Orleans area was owned by France. The French Creole in those days owned many African slaves. But the Creole did not permit their slaves to gather, giving no chance for voodoo to breed here natively. The Creole also knew enough about the corrupted pagan practices of the West Indies slaves to ban the importings of slaves from that region.
So how did voodoo come to New Orleans?
After the Louisiana Purchase, American legislators relaxed regulations. Slaves were permitted to gather. The Americans also removed the ban on West Indies slaves. Around the same time, a slave revolt occurred in Santo Domingo, what is now Haiti. Between the lifting of the ban and the Haitian Revolt, West Indies slaves began pouring into New Orleans. Some of them were free people of color, freed or escaped slaves. Some came with their white owners who were fleeing from the revolt.
What happened when the West Indies slaves got here?
They brought voodoo with them. The native slaves were more than enthusiastic about embracing it. It gave them power, Mr. Knight, if only in the form of a communal bond. Among the first meeting places were the Bayou St. John and the shore of Lake Pontchartrain. The early voodoos were heavy snake worshippers, worshipping the one they called the Great Zombie.
Tell me more about historical voodoo.
By 1817, the voodoo activities were beginning to cause fear among the white slave owners. An ordinance was passed to forbid slave gatherings except in designated public areas at designated times. The time was Sunday afternoons, at the place Congo Square. The slaves and free people of color gathered to dance simulations of their voodoo dances, right in sight of Creole society. Of course, they also continued to meet in private for the real thing.
Tell me more about historical voodoo.
There were a variety of kings and queens at first, voodoo priests and priestesses. But from about 1830, a single power emerged. This was a voodoo queen named Marie Laveau. Marie Laveau ruled voodoo in New Orleans for many years.
Tell me about Marie Laveau.
There were actually two Marie Laveaus, mother and daughter. Most people thought they were the same woman. Her continued youth added to the mystique. The original, the mother, was also known as Widow Paris. It was she that began the empire.
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
The Laveau tomb, where one or both of the Maries are believed to be buried, is in St. Louis Cemetery No. 1. It is a popular shrine for practitioners and tourists alike. I myself take tours through the cemetery on a regular basis.
Really? Do you have any running this week?
No, but the cemetery is open to the general public as well.
Tell me about current voodoo.
Many people think of voodoo in terms of magic spells or gree-gree. That kind of practice is actually called hoodoo and is only a part of true voodoo. Voodoo, the religion, has a strong following in New Orleans. In fact, it is growing quite rapidly. There are several voodoo churches or temples in the city, and others all across the United States. African Americans see it as a tradition all their own. Whites, and there are many in the religion, are attracted to it because they think it is exotic. I personally am more interested in the history of voodoo. Some of the new movements are copying Haitian or even African voodoo, but it is the voodoo of New Orleans that I find so intriguing.
A very large, very formidable-looking snake is secured in a plexiglass cage.
The python is quite dangerous. I would stay back if I were you.
Thanks for the advice.
Perhaps Gabriel should learn more about the scale before showing it to anyone.
Goodbye.
Walk carefully out there, Mr. Knight.
Hello, beautiful. It's me.
The excitement of seeing you is killing me.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Could you do some research for me?
Sure, what?
I need you to look up a Madame Casino.
Madame Casino? Is she related to the murders the same way your friend Malia Getty was?
Grace, Casino's at least 70.
As if that makes a difference to you. Okay, I'll see what I can find. Anything else?
I can't think of anything. I'll be back later.
Have fun.
Got a second, officer?
What can I do you for?
I'm here to see Detective Mosley.
He's in his office. Go on back.
Hey, Mosley.
Knight, I had a feeling you'd show up.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
Do you know anything about the patterns around the bodies?
Yeah, weird, huh? All 7 victims had those marks around them. We've got all the marks on file, but we haven't figured out what, if anything, they mean.
Can I see the other 6 patterns?
Sure. People like that kind of stuff, don't they? Might make the book seem more mysterious. Go talk to Officer Franks. Tell her I said you could see the file.
I'll let you get back to it.
Later, Knight.
Excuse me, officer.
Yes?
Can you get a file for me?
What file would that be?
The Voodoo Murders file. Detective Mosley said I could see it.
Really? Well, if you said so. There it is. You can look at it all you want, but don't leave this area with it, okay? And no photocopies either, I'm afraid.
Of course. I understand completely.
Gabriel opens and reads the police file.
I told you, you can't photocopy official police files.
Right, sorry. I forgot. Excuse me, officer?
Yes?
Oh, never mind.
Fine. I'll get back to work.
Excuse me, officer?
Yes?
Oh, never mind.
Fine. I'll get back to work.
Can I bother you again, officer?
What is it this time?
I told you, you can't photocopy official police files.
Right, sorry. I forgot. I'm done.
Yeah, thanks.
Detective Mosley. Hard at work, I see.
Yeah. What is it, you wanker? Dang air conditioning must be on the blink.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
If Mosley wants the window open, he can do it himself.
Well, I'll be seeing you.
Have a good one.
That window leads to Mosley's office.
If Gabriel wants to talk to Mosley,
Can I bother you again, officer?
What is it this time?
Officer, can I ask you some questions?
Desk sergeant's right over there.
Excuse me, officer?
Yes?
Oh, never mind.
Fine. I'll get back to work.
it's not going to look any better somewhere else. Interesting design for a trash can. Must have been on sale at Cops R Us. A plaque on the tomb reads, Laveau.
Mosley and I used to switch street signs, but this is really sick.
This is the tomb of Marie Laveau, Voodoo Queen of Narlands. The tomb is securely closed.
Mind if I pick your brain a minute?
Go ahead. These folks ain't in no hurry.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
Sure. She was the Voodoo Queen of Narlands, a powerful voodooian and a powerful sorceress. Believers still come to her tomb, you know. They write secret marks on the walls, leave offerings. Then there's the tourists. They come out of curiosity. As a matter of fact, that big Dr. John fella from that voodoo museum, he's here at least once a day. But Marie Laveau's tomb isn't the only one the believers visit and make markings and leave offerings at.
You said there were other mock tombs?
Yep. I've seen bull hearts left on tombs and a nest of vulture feathers, plates of peas and congreve. Animal parts, human parts even, it look like. Male parts, if you get my meaning. And this is one of the great family crypts, mind you. Odd how them types just pick a spot and stick to it.
Does this mean anything to you?
Nope.
Does this mean anything to you?
Jesus, Mary and Joseph, son. Don't be showing that kind of thing to me. I'm an old man. I'm liable to just keel right over on you.
Sorry. Does this mean anything to you?
Nope.
I don't need to go visit the family tomb today.
Gabriel looks at and in the vases, but he doesn't see anything he wants to take. An angel draped dramatically over a stone plinth marks the entrance to a large tomb. It's locked shut. The plate is in locked position. There's a keyhole on the plate, but Gabriel can't operate that without a key. Two enormous vases flank the front of the Getty tomb. Gabriel looks at.
I don't need to go visit the family tomb today. I'm sorry to bother you.
You got something to say, son?
The sign says the Overlook's closed for repairs until June 21st. I knew you'd miss me, so I came back.
Really? I forgot you were gone.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
I'll be back later.
Have fun.
May I help you?
I'd like to see Malia Getty, please.
I'm sorry, but unless you have an appointment or official business, I cannot announce you.
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
The poster advertises a voodoo play from last fall.
Can I ask you just a few more questions?
Whatever, man.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
The only one left is Willie Jr. over there, the old crocodile. He's sort of a mascot now, him.
About Willie Jr., would you be willing to let him go?
Maybe. For $100.
100? You gotta be kidding.
Me and Willie Jr. are very close now. I couldn't part with him for less.
Do you recognize this pattern?
Don't look familiar at all, monsieur.
Can you tell me anything about these murders? Does any of this voodoo stuff around the body look familiar to you?
Don't you come in here asking me about this stuff here. 20 years I run a respectable curio shop here in the French Quarter. That don't mean I know about dead bodies and all this... Forget it, man.
To get the mask, Gabriel would have to buy it.
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
Could I ask you some more questions?
Of course. I also find our dialogue stimulating.
Are you sure you don't recognize anything about the ritual in this photo?
I told you, sir. That has nothing to do with voodoo.
Right. Sorry.
That doesn't work that way. Perhaps Gabriel should learn more about the scale before showing it to anyone.
Goodbye.
Walk carefully.
Hello, beautiful. It's me.
The excitement of seeing you is killing me.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
It's a book about the world of snakes. Gabriel is carrying a scale he found near the crime scene at Lake Pontchartrain. Gabriel is carrying Gabriel leafs through a German-English dictionary.
Besessen means possessed. See you later. That window leads to Mosley's office.
If Gabriel wants to talk to Mosley,
Mosley, my man.
It's you. God help me. Are you hot? Man, I'm hot.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
if Mosley wants the window open, he can do it himself. That's funny. The window is a mirror on the other side.
Well, I'll be seeing.
Have a good one.
She probably wouldn't cooperate.
But I wouldn't mind trying. Excuse me, officer?
Yes?
Oh, never mind.
Fine. I'll get back to work.
Bueno, pues hasta aquí. Gracias por ver el vídeo.